Hey there guys, this is Raymond, again talking about Sqeeqee.com. That's Sqeeqee.com. I just made a video about shops a couple of weeks ago. I made a couple of videos about live streaming and events and jobs, all types of different features. Of course, Sqeeqee is the one that's bringing you all those features from all across the web. You don't need to have a bunch of different websites, a bunch of different tabs open and passwords and usernames, all that kind of weird stuff. On Sqeeqee, you can have it all under one roof. They're known as the Swiss Army knife of websites or social media sites because they do everything. Anything you can think of, Sqeeqee has a feature for it. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about exchanges, which is a little different from shops that I did earlier. It's kind of a tweak on the shops aspect. And before I get into that, of course I have to talk about Sqeeqee. I talked about the features. Now let me talk about the social net worthing. Not social networking, but the social net worthing. It allows you to monetize your social media activities so you can actually earn cash, you can earn money by doing things you're already doing online on other sites that you're making absolutely no money for. Come to Sqeeqee, you can actually earn cash in your pocket just by clicking on things and going through the site and posting things and liking different things or liking a photo or a post or a news article, something that's posted. Everything you do is monetized and you can actually earn a pretty good revenue on Sqeeqee just by doing what you're already doing. Now to get to the matter at hand, talking about exchanges, like I said before, it's a little twist on shops. Maybe there's something that you want to get rid of that you have laying around, maybe an item or a product that you don't need anymore, or you have that you want to exchange for something else instead of money, instead of currency that you want in exchange. Maybe you want a specific product or a specific item that you want to exchange it for. For example, if you want to have an iPod or something in exchange, you can post that on Sqeeqee and you can say that you want that specific item in return for your product. The cool thing about it is it actually lets you connect with different users around the Sqeeqee website. You can make some friends, you can leave messages and talk to people and maybe barter, have a little back and forth on what exactly you want to be exchanging, and you can really find out what the other person wants, what they want from you, and you can find some middle ground and make the transaction a success. So you can actually trade items on there, exchange. Everything's really cool. Like always, I'll turn the camera around. Now this one will probably be a lot quicker than my other videos because it's kind of really straightforward. What Sqeeqee does that's really cool with all of their features is they make it really easy to use, really user friendly, and with the exchange feature in particular, it's really straightforward. So I will show you how to do it step by step. I'll show you my site or my front page and go through my page and everything and show you how exactly to do it. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the exchanges. And this, like always, is my front page. Let me get it situated here so it's a little easier to view. That's my page, and this is my home. Like always, you can see the left 3 bars for the menu. That's always how you get to all of your features, or at least most of them. For the exchanges, specifically, you're going to go down past the home, past the interest, past the gallery, and you're going to go to Marketplace. It's right here, almost smack dab in the middle. And just like all of the other features on Sqeeqee, you can always click this little eye right here, and that's going to give you a brief summary of exactly what that feature is. So maybe you want to come back after you watch this video and get a spark note of what's going on with exchanges. You'll be able to click that eye and it'll tell you a really quick summary. But let me click on exchanges, show you guys what I've been talking about. This brings you to the exchange menu, or I'm sorry, not the menu, the exchange page. And here you can see all types of different people who are looking for things to exchange or looking for something in return for items that they have. Let me scroll back up to the top. On the right side, you see 3 different options. This is the one that we're on right now, View Exchange. The second one is if you're going to create an exchange, which I'll show you how to do that a little later. And after you create an exchange, you can go back and check out My Exchanges, which will show you exactly the things that you've already posted and the status of them, and maybe if you want to go back and update them or anything, it'll be right there in my exchanges. Now, if you're looking for something, maybe you think you have something of value and maybe someone out there is looking for exactly what you have, you can check out all the exchanges here on the main page. If you want to be more specific of what you're looking for, just like most of the categories, or I'm sorry, just like most of the features on Sqeeqee, they have different categories that you can be much more specific with. See, if you're looking for antiques, books, cell phones, clothes, gift cards, tools, toys, video games, there's all types of different categories, so you can really filter and narrow your search. The same thing over here, categories for return items, the same exact categories that you have to pick from. Under that, you can not filter, but you can sort and order the different exchanges that you see here. You can flip them by default. You can do alphabetical order, the highest and lowest priced items that are being exchanged, tons of different things you can do there. And the search bar, if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can search it in here, type in whatever you type. I'll just type test. You can see that's what you'll do when you push search, and it'll pull it up. Now let me see if I can find something to use as an example. I'll use this one here. It's a cool looking puppy. This one they're looking for, it looks like something to do with a beach cruiser for a skateboard. I'll click details later so we can see exactly what it is. But right here on the main menu, before you click details, you can actually see what exactly it is, a brief description. So it looks like here, exchange item, they have a beach cruiser, which is a bicycle, and they're looking to exchange it with a cruiser skateboard that's in good condition. So maybe that catches your eye, maybe you want to know a little bit more about it. You can do two things. The first thing is contact them, which will go to a different page. I'll do that a little later, and it'll show you different ways to contact them. You can leave a message and maybe just say, hey, I want to know a little bit more about it. They'll contact you, and you'll get the ball rolling. The second thing is details. I'll click that now, and it brings you to this next page, which is a lot like some of the other pages on Sqeeqee, which is really cool. They're all kind of alike as far as the usage of them. Once you get used to using one feature on Sqeeqee, a lot of the different features are really easy to use after that. And this one here, the exchange, shows you, like I said before on the last page, it's a beach cruiser they're willing to exchange. This is the product value that they have for it. They say it's worth about $125, and they're looking for a cruiser skateboard in return. So maybe that's something that catches your eye and you like that. Maybe you have a skateboard you're willing to exchange with them. You would go on this Sqeeqee page, leave a message, maybe contact the user. They both bring you to, let me click it here, leave a message. I'll click that one so we can see where that one takes us. And it takes us to this place where you can reply to the person. This is the user at the very top. You have three options, or I guess you have two more options besides this one. Right here, this is the new message. The second one is where you can actually look at the messages that you've received. So if you ever get a message back, it'll be right here. And the third one is anytime that you send a message, you'll see it in this third aisle over here, or third option to click, and it'll be all right there for you. Now for this reply, or I'm sorry, not reply, message to that person, you have the subject. Say I have a question, I'll type in. And a message, I'll just put test again, just to test the message. And then you can attach a file, you can send a message, you can attach it from the Sqeeq box. There are tons of different things that you can do with that. And let me back up here. Maybe I'll back up to the front, or not the front, I'm sorry, just the previous page that has all the exchanges there. So let me go back real quick to the not the first page, but just the page before this one, and go a little bit over some of the stuff, just like all the other features, which is really cool. You can always push them over to other websites, which is right here with all of the other logos. You can push them over to your friends, your family, show them what you're doing, what you're looking at. Right here, which is the description, it says, I have a flat black Stranger beach cruiser, great condition. It's a men's bike. The description is right here. Oops, I'm sorry. It's right here so you can see it. Down here is a picture of it. So maybe if you don't know what a beach cruiser looks like, it has a pretty generic picture there. You can click on that. And like always, down here in the comments section, you can see what people are talking about it, if they're raving it, if they think it's a good exchange. This person said it sounds decent, looks like a great bike, great transportation, really love cruisers, they love skateboards. So it looks like people think this is a pretty good deal, pretty good exchange if you want to jump on that. Now, really quick, I'll go over how to create an exchange, which is going to be right here on the right side, the second one in the menu. You click Create Exchange, and it brings you to this menu, which is quite similar to a lot of the other options or different features when you go to create a exchange, a shop, a event, a job. A lot of the different things are really similar, so it's really easy to pick up on Sqeeqee. Now let me just create a really quick one just to kind of go over it with you guys so you don't have any questions when you're doing it by yourself. The first thing is a category. Now let's say in a fictional scenario, if I got a new cell phone and I used to have the old Samsung 5, the Galaxy 5, and I want to exchange that for an iPod, what I'll do, the category, it'll be an electronic or maybe a cell phone right here is the category. What I want to exchange, I'll say I have a Samsung Galaxy S5. See, I already did one earlier, so it's there in the drop-down menu. Description, here's where you'll write a long description. I won't do it now just because for time's sake, but you'll put some kind of description as far as the Samsung Galaxy S5, the battery, how many gigs it has, all types of different things about the phone. I'll just put test for now, just so there's something and it's not blank. Now, in the exchange item type, it's used or new. This one is used, since I'll say it's my old one, and I'll say maybe $200 is the going rate for one of those. Just an estimate price for that. Just like a lot of the different features, like I just went over shops, the payment method, you have the choice of using US dollars or Sqeeqee bucks, which of course is the currency that you can earn on Sqeeqee by clicking through the sites that you can translate into real cash or keep as Sqeeqee bucks and use them on the sites in features just like this exchange. You can do that US, Sqeeqee bucks, or both. The next option is when you want it to expire. Let's say I want to get rid of this, or I want this to be done maybe in the next month or so. Maybe towards the end of October, I'll click. You can go all the way October, November, you can go to the next year, but let's say I want it to be over the 28th of October. Maybe the 29th I have something that I need to get rid of it by, so the 28th is the last day that I will do that and leave it open for. The next box is a link to your store if you have one. Let's say you're a business or you're just someone who does this all the time and you have your own website or a link that'll take the user to your specific spot on the web. You can put it here, a link. I don't have one, so I won't do it. The same thing with an external video. I don't have an external video, but if you did, maybe you want to show someone a video of the Samsung phone that you have and of you using it, you can put the link here. I did, however, download a picture of one of those phones so you can see if you have a picture of it. You can load the images right here. You choose the file. It brings up the photo that I have, and it's right there for the person to see. Now what you want in return is the next thing. Like I said, in this fictional scenario, let's say I wanted an iPod. I'll type iPod. I put any generation. So let's say I'm not that picky about the iPod. I just put any generation. It would probably be used, which is right here, the option for used or new. And the category will be most likely electronics. So I'll click the electronics category. Now the next thing, I won't do this here because I won't expect any extra money, but if maybe that's not that big of a trade or not that fair of a trade that you think, you can be willing to pay extra money for the exchange, or you can expect money back if you think it's the two things, the two items are way far apart in price. You can have some money exchanged to kind of meet in the middle. And so I'm going to click submit so you can actually see what happens when you create your exchange. See at the top it says exchange item created successfully. you go down to My Exchanges to see for yourself. Here it is, that's my picture, that's my exchange. You can go to Update right here if you want to, maybe if you made a typo, if you want to do something else, or maybe if you want to just delete it if the exchange has been done. You can click Update, or you can click Details to take a look at it, and here it is. And that, you guys, is exchanges. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you guys liked it. You can take a look at my other videos if you want to know about any other features or anything. I'll be making a couple more of them coming soon, so take a look at that, you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good time on Sqeeqee.